Hey everyone, it's me, Jason F. Gilbert, and yes, I am wearing a shirt full of ducks because what the duck, okay? I just read the most incredibly bizarre story on the New York Post. I saw this thread on Reddit, the ChatGPT subreddit, and it caught my attention, and I just have to show this to you because this is one of the most bizarre stories about chatbots, ChatGPT, that I have seen in quite a while. And let me tell you, I've seen some weird stories, and I brought them to you here on LinkedIn. So first thing, eating disorder helpline fires AI. First of all, how do you fire an AI? It's an entity. It's not a human. You can't fire an AI. At most, you can, I don't know, unplug it. But it's a strange headline, right? Eating disorder helpline fires AI for harmful advice after sacking humans. So at no point in this sentence did I know where it was going from the beginning to the end. So eating disorder helpline fires AI after sacking humans. Chatbot, you're fired. Okay, so the National Eating Disorders Association disabled its chatbot named Tessa. They named it Tessa. They gave it a name. Great. Due to the harmful responses it gave to people. Okay? Well, I mean, great. If it's giving harmful responses, if it's toxic, let's get rid of it. Okay, so the chatbot was set to become the primary support system for people seeking help from the association, the largest nonprofit organization dedicated to eating disorders. Great. Tessa described as the wellness chatbot. So this was an amazing chatbot meant to help people. Or was it? Because the more I read in this article, the more things get bizarre. And so they asked it to pull it down, right? But here, look at this. 2 days before Tessa was unplugged, NEDA, the National, what's NEDA stand for? Eating Disorders, National Eating Disorders Association, planned to fire its human employees who operated the eating disorder helpline for the past 20 years. I'm going to stop right here. 1 second, okay? So, as someone who works in this industry, this is an awful, awful development, okay? Nobody should lose their job because of the chatbot, okay? If anything, these chatbots should come in and help these people who are experts and have been doing it for 20 years to upskill, okay? Give them more complex tasks that require the human touch, okay? Don't just go and fire them because you've discovered this incredible technology, ChatGPT, and it is incredible technology, but you don't go ahead and fire people that have been working there for 20 years. This is ridiculous, okay? But let's keep on reading because this gets even weirder, okay? Which is just mind-boggling, just like this mustache and the duck shirt. Okay, so why did they fire the employees? Because the chatbot was so good? No. NEDA's decision to give employees the boot came after workers decided to unionize. I mean, this has nothing to do with the chatbot, right? It seems to me like the chatbot is basically collateral damage for what's going on here with NEDA and the employees unionizing. So what happened was, if I'm guessing, is that the employees unionized. NEDA was like, okay, give us a chatbot so we can replace these employees. And when the chatbot started getting a little bit toxic because it hasn't been trained, it's still new, they basically pulled it down. So this is a very, very strange case. And the union representing the fired workers said, and I agree with this, that a chatbot is no replacement for human empathy, okay? But this gets even weirder, right? Because the NEDA's communication and marketing vice president basically doubled down and said this is a flat-out lie, that the chatbot isn't toxic. So it seems like this is some kind of a war being waged, and right dead smack in the middle is the chatbot, is AI, is ChatGPT, and I suspect that we're going to be seeing a lot more of these types of cases where management is using this automation to get concessions and to basically be vindictive and to get back at employees for doing stuff like unionizing. So if I look at this chatbot, there's really nothing wrong with this chatbot. Yeah, sure, it needs a bit of fine-tuning, maybe a bit of alignment, but there's no reason to pull it down. It's not being it's not being super toxic. 2,500 people have interacted with it and they're benefiting from it. And I think this is great. Tessa, you deserve a second chance. Okay, you got a raw deal, Tessa. You just got caught up in this war between the employees and management. And I think that this is a bad place to be. But this is a funny line. And then, so I'm going to stop it right here real quick. And then, so far, more than 2,500, I know how to do math, people have interacted with Tessa. And until Monday, we hadn't seen that kind of information. We hadn't seen that kind of commentary or interaction. We've taken the program down temporarily until we can understand and fix the bug. It's singular. It's just one bug. And triggers. And again, it's bug and it's triggers in quotations, again, triggering the people. And this is awful. So, and then if I read towards the end, certain jobs in sectors such as journalism, higher education, graphic and software design, these are at risk of being supplemented by AI. said Shinmei Hedged, an engineering associate professor at NYU, who calls ChatGPT its current state very, very good, but not perfect. And I completely agree with this. So this is the strangest New York Post article I've seen in a long time, which is saying a lot because all of New York Post articles are pretty strange. But I think this one does require a bit more thinking because the chatbot did nothing wrong. Well, let me know what you think in the comments. This has been me, Jason Gilbert, with my army of ducks on my shirt, my fake mustache, and all the energy in the world, sending it to you on a Friday. Boom! Tessa, they did you wrong.